What if the difference between a sharp, vibrant mind at 80 and the frustrating tip-of-the-tongue moments we all dread isn't just luck? For decades, we were told that cognitive decline is a normal, inevitable part of aging, that our brains, like old machines, are just destined to slow down and forget. But what if the latest science tells a completely different story? What if our brain's future isn't written in stone, but is a story we can help write ourselves? In this video, as a neuroscientist, I'm going to take you inside the brain to reveal the biological secrets to not just maintaining, but enhancing your mind well past 60. You're going to learn about the incredible power of your own brain, concepts like cognitive resilience and synaptoplasticity, and I'll translate them from complex science into simple, powerful daily habits. We'll unpack the research showing how you can protect your memory, sharpen your focus, and build a more resilient brain for years to come. This isn't about miracle cures or impossible routines. It's about understanding the profound connection between how we live and how we think. So, if you've ever worried about losing your mental edge, stay with me. The journey to a sharper mind starts now. Hello, and welcome. I've spent my life studying the most complex and fascinating organ we know of, the human brain. And one of the biggest questions in my field today is how we can protect it as we age. For too long, the story about aging has been one of decline. We see it in our families, we hear it from society, and many of us feel it. That subtle fear when we can't recall a name, or the anxiety that comes with misplacing our keys one too many times. We ask ourselves, is this the beginning? I'm here to tell you, backed by modern neuroscience, that it doesn't have to be. Cognitive decline is not your destiny. Instead, think of your brain as a dynamic, living garden. It has the capacity to grow, to prune itself, and to reroute pathways to flourish, even in its later seasons. The key is understanding how to tend to this garden. To do that, let's quickly demystify a couple of powerful concepts. The first is synaptic plasticity. Imagine the connections between your brain cells, your neurons, as a massive network of roads. When you learn something new, you're not just sending traffic down an existing road. You are literally paving a new one. Plasticity is the brain's incredible ability to reorganize this road network, to strengthen the connections you use and let the ones you don't fade away. It's the physical basis of learning and memory. And here's the most important part. This ability doesn't just disappear after a certain age. It sticks with you for your entire life. The second concept is cognitive reserve. Think of cognitive reserve as a kind of brain savings account. Throughout your life, through education, challenging work, or learning new hobbies, you build up a rich, dense network of neural connections. This dense network acts as a buffer. If one neural pathway gets damaged or slows down because of age, your brain, thanks to this reserve, can simply reroute traffic through another path. People with a high cognitive reserve can often handle more age-related brain changes without showing any obvious signs of memory loss. It's the ultimate form of brain resilience. Finally, there's cognitive resilience itself. This isn't just about having a buffer. It's the active, biological process of your brain fighting back against damage. It's the ability to maintain function even when faced with stress, inflammation, or the beginnings of disease. Studies on superagers, people in their 80s and 90s with the memory of people decades younger, show that their brains aren't necessarily free of the plaques associated with Alzheimer's. Instead, their brains are incredibly resilient to them. Their immune systems work better, their blood flow is more robust, and their neural networks are more efficient. They're living proof that it's not just about what happens to the brain, but how the brain responds. So, the question is no longer if we can protect our brains, but how. The science is pointing to a set of powerful, interconnected pillars that support this remarkable resilience and plasticity. These aren't secrets for the lab. They are practical, evidence-based strategies you can start using today. Let's unpack the first, and maybe the most powerful, pillar of all. If I could write a single prescription for brain health, it would be for physical activity. The connection between moving your body and protecting your brain is one of the strongest findings in all of neuroscience. It's not just about good heart health benefiting your brain. Exercise directly and profoundly changes the brain's biology and structure. So how does it work? What's actually happening in your brain when you go for a brisk walk, a swim, or a dance class? First, exercise triggers the release of a molecule called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF. Think of BDNF as fertilizer for your neurons. It helps grow new neurons, a process called neurogenesis, and strengthens the connections between existing ones. Higher levels of BDNF are consistently linked to better memory and faster learning. For a long time, we thought you were born with all the brain cells you'd ever have. We now know that's not true. You can grow new brain cells, particularly in the hippocampus, the brain's memory hub, well into your later years, and exercise is the most reliable way to make that happen. Second, exercise dramatically improves blood flow to the brain. Your brain is an energy hog, using about 20% of your body's oxygen and calories, even though it's only 2% of your body weight. Good blood flow is non-negotiable for keeping it fed and clean. Physical activity strengthens your heart and blood vessels, ensuring a steady supply of oxygen and glucose gets to your brain cells, while also helping to flush out metabolic waste. Third, exercise helps clean your brain. During deep sleep, the brain activates a special waste clearance system called the glymphatic system. This process uses cerebrospinal fluid to wash away toxins that build up between neurons during the day, including beta amyloid, the protein that forms the infamous plaques in Alzheimer's disease. So what's the link to exercise? It appears that physical activity during the day makes this cleaning process more efficient at night. By improving your overall circulation, you're essentially priming your brain's plumbing to work better while you sleep. The evidence is overwhelming. So what kind of exercise and how much? The good news is you don't have to become a marathon runner. The research points to a mix of 3 types of activity. Actionable steps for Pillar 1. Get your heart rate up. Aerobic exercise, this is the cornerstone. Activities like brisk walking, jogging, swimming, cycling, or dancing are fantastic for boosting BDNF and blood flow. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic exercise per week. That could be 30 minutes, 5 days a week. Moderate intensity just means you can still talk, but you're breathing noticeably harder. Even 10 minutes can have a positive effect. If you're just starting, begin with a 10-minute walk each day and build from there. Consistency is what matters most. Try open skill exercises. While any aerobic activity is great, research suggests that exercises requiring you to think and adapt on the fly give you an extra cognitive boost. Think of dancing, where you have to remember steps and move to a rhythm, or tennis, where you have to react to your opponent. Other examples are Tai Chi, pickleball, or even hiking on an uneven trail. These activities challenge your body and your brain's planning and decision-making skills, building a more agile mind. Don't forget strength and balance. Resistance training with weights, bands, or your body weight, and balance exercises are also key. Strength training has been shown to improve cognitive performance on its own, and balance exercises like yoga or Tai Chi are not just for preventing falls, which is critical since head trauma is a major risk factor for cognitive decline. They also activate brain networks involved in spatial awareness, further strengthening your neural circuitry. Aim for 2 strength sessions a week and work balance into your day. You can even practice by standing on one foot while brushing your teeth. The main takeaway is to simply move more and sit less. Find activities you actually enjoy, because that's the secret to sticking with it. Your brain doesn't care if you're in a fancy gym or gardening. It just cares that you're moving. See exercise not as a chore, but as a direct investment in your mental clarity. Just like a performance car needs premium fuel, your brain needs high-quality nutrition. What you eat directly impacts everything from your brain structure to its level of inflammation. The saying, "You are what you eat," is profoundly true for your cognitive health. Thankfully, the rules of a brain-healthy diet are not complicated and look a lot like a heart-healthy diet. And that makes perfect sense. What's good for your blood vessels is good for the organ that depends on the most. So why do certain foods protect your brain while others can harm it? The main reason is inflammation. Not the swelling you see after an injury, but a chronic, low-grade inflammation that can simmer for years inside your body and brain. In the brain, this is called neuroinflammation, and it's now seen as a key driver of almost every neurodegenerative disease, including Alzheimer's. It disrupts communication between neurons and speeds up cell aging. A diet high in processed foods, sugar, and unhealthy fats fuels this inflammation. On the flip side, a diet rich in whole, plant-based foods is powerfully anti-inflammatory. Another factor is oxidative stress. As your brain burns massive amounts of energy, it produces unstable molecules called free radicals. When they become excessive from a poor diet or stress, they cause oxidative stress. Think of it like rust on your brain cells. This damages your cells and contributes to cognitive decline. The antidote? Antioxidants. These are compounds found in colorful fruits and vegetables that neutralize free radicals, protecting your brain. Finally, your diet directly affects your gut microbiome. Your gut is often called the second brain for good reason. The trillions of bacteria in your digestive tract produce neurotransmitters and communicate directly with your brain. An unhealthy diet feeds inflammatory gut bacteria, while a healthy, fiber-rich diet feeds beneficial bacteria that produce anti-inflammatory compounds, protecting your brain from afar. With that science in mind, let's look at the dietary pattern proven to support brain health: the MIND diet. It stands for Mediterranean-Intervention for Neurodegenerative Delay. It combines the best of the Mediterranean and DASH diets and was designed specifically for the brain. Following the MIND diet is linked to a much lower risk of Alzheimer's and a slower rate of cognitive decline. Actionable steps for Pillar 2. Build your plate around plants. This is the foundation. Eat the rainbow. Leafy greens. Kale, spinach, and other greens are packed with brain-protective nutrients. Aim for at least one serving every day. All other vegetables. Fill half your plate with a variety of veggies like broccoli, bell peppers, and carrots. Berries. Blueberries and strawberries are antioxidant superstars. Their color comes from flavonoids, which have been shown to improve communication between brain cells. Try for at least 2 servings a week. Nuts and seeds. A small handful of walnuts, almonds, or other nuts a day is a great brain-boosting snack. Whole grains and legumes. Oats, quinoa, beans, and lentils provide steady energy for the brain and fiber for a healthy gut. Choose healthy fats. Fat isn't the enemy. The type of fat is what matters. Focus on omega-3s. These are critical parts of your brain cell membranes and are powerfully anti-inflammatory. The best source is fatty fish like salmon or mackerel. Aim for at least 1 serving a week. If you don't eat fish, an algae-based omega-3 supplement is a good option. Use olive oil. Make extra virgin olive oil your main cooking fat. It's full of healthy fats and antioxidants. Limit brain-harming foods. What you cut back on is just as important as what you add. Minimize ultra-processed foods and sugar. These are the main drivers of inflammation. This means sugary drinks, packaged snacks, fast food, and white bread. Think of them as occasional treats, not daily staples. Reduce red meat and trans fats. High consumption of red and processed meats is linked to inflammation. Trans fats, often in fried foods and commercial baked goods, are especially damaging. Be mindful of alcohol. While some studies show a small benefit from very light drinking, excessive intake is a known neurotoxin and a major risk factor for dementia. Don't feel you need to change everything overnight. Start small. Add a serving of leafy greens to dinner. Swap a sugary snack for a handful of nuts. The goal is consistent progress toward a diet that nourishes and protects your brain for the long haul. We're covering a lot of ground, and I hope you're already seeing how much power you have over your brain health. If you're finding this helpful, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell. We're committed to bringing you current, science-backed information for a sharper life. And by subscribing, you won't miss a thing. Also, I'd love to hear from you. In the comments below, share one new habit you're inspired to try. Let's continue this journey together. In our busy culture, sleep is often the first thing to go. We treat it like a luxury. From a neuroscience perspective, That couldn't be more wrong. Sleep is an intensely active process that is absolutely essential for your mind to work properly. Getting consistent, high-quality sleep is one of the most effective things you can do to maintain your memory. So, what is the brain actually doing while you're asleep? Two main things: memory consolidation and waste clearance. First, memory consolidation. Throughout your day, you take in tons of information. Those experiences are first stored as fragile, short-term memories. For them to become stable, long-lasting memories, they have to be transferred and filed away in your brain's long-term storage. This process happens mostly during sleep. Your brain replays the day's events, strengthening the connections for things you need to remember. Think of it as a librarian organizing the day's new books and putting them on the proper shelves for later. Without enough sleep, this process breaks down and memories are easily lost. The second, and perhaps more dramatic, function is waste clearance via the glymphatic system. This is a revolutionary discovery. The glymphatic system is the brain's cleaning service. During deep sleep, your brain cells actually shrink, widening the space between them. This allows cerebrospinal fluid to flow through and wash out metabolic waste that built up while you were awake. One of the most important things it clears out is beta amyloid, the protein that clumps together to form plaques in Alzheimer's disease. Research has shown that even a single night of bad sleep can lead to a measurable increase in beta amyloid in the brain. Chronic sleep deprivation allows this toxic waste to build up night after night, dramatically increasing the risk for neurodegeneration. This isn't just about feeling refreshed. It's a vital, nightly detoxification for your brain. The goal for most adults is 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep per night. And it's not just about how long you sleep, it's about consistency. Actionable steps for Pillar 3. Keep a consistent schedule. Go to bed and wake up around the same time every day, even on weekends. This regulates your body's internal clock or circadian rhythm, making it easier to fall asleep and wake up feeling rested. Create a wind-down routine. You can't go from 100 to 0 in 5 minutes. Spend the last 30 to 60 minutes before bed doing something relaxing. Read a real book, not on a screen. Listen to calm music, do some gentle stretching, or take a warm bath. Optimize your bedroom. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary for sleep. Make it dark. Use blackout curtains or an eye mask. Light is the enemy of melatonin, the hormone that makes you sleepy. Make it cool. The ideal temperature for sleep is generally between 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 to 19 Celsius. Make it quiet. Use earplugs or a white noise machine to block out noise. Be smart about light. Get bright, natural sunlight first thing in the morning. This sets your internal clock for the day. At night, avoid the blue light from phones, tablets, and TVs for at least an hour before bed. It's particularly good at tricking your brain into thinking it's still daytime. Watch what you consume. Avoid caffeine in the afternoon and evening. And while alcohol might make you feel sleepy at first, it disrupts the deep, restorative stages of sleep later in the night. If you struggle with a condition like sleep apnea, please see a doctor. Treating it is essential for protecting your brain. If exercise builds a stronger biological machine, then mental and social engagement is about upgrading its software. This pillar is all about actively building your cognitive reserve, that crucial buffer that protects your brain. It's about embracing challenges, staying curious, and connecting with the world. Remember synaptic plasticity? Every time you challenge your brain with something new and complex, you're building new neural pathways. You're literally rewiring your brain to be more flexible and resilient. The key words here are novelty and challenge. Doing the same crossword puzzle every day is fine, but the benefit fades as your brain gets too good at it. True growth comes from stepping outside your mental comfort zone. But it's not just about solitary brain games. We are fundamentally social creatures. Social interaction is one of the most cognitively demanding things we do. It's a full brain workout, forcing us to interpret cues, feel empathy, and formulate responses in real time. On the other hand, loneliness and social isolation are major risk factors for cognitive decline and dementia. Finally, Managing stress is a huge part of this. Chronic stress is toxic to the brain. It floods your system with the hormone cortisol, which can damage and kill neurons, especially in the hippocampus, your memory center. Actively managing stress isn't a luxury. It's a core practice for brain protection. Actionable steps for Pillar 4. Embrace lifelong learning. The best thing you can do for your brain is to never stop being a student. Learn a new language. This is a fantastic cognitive workout. Studies show being bilingual is linked to a delayed onset of dementia. Play a musical instrument. Learning to read music and coordinate your hands is an incredibly powerful way to build new neural pathways. Recent research highlights that regularly listening to or playing music is linked to a significantly lower risk of dementia. Take a class. It can be online or at a local college. Learn about something you know nothing about. History, coding, pottery. The act of learning itself is what matters. Play with purpose. Choose games that require strategy and problem solving, like chess, bridge, or complex board games. Even jigsaw puzzles can challenge your spatial reasoning. Prioritize social connection. Make interacting with people a non-negotiable part of your week. Schedule social time. Don't leave it to chance. Schedule lunches, join a book club, volunteer, or take a group exercise class. Engage with different generations. Interacting with younger people can expose you to new ideas and perspectives, which is a unique kind of mental stimulation. Focus on quality. It's not about having hundreds of acquaintances. Nurturing a few deep, meaningful relationships provides the most powerful benefits. Actively manage stress. Find healthy coping mechanisms that work for you. Try mindfulness or meditation. Even 10 minutes a day has been shown to reduce stress and even increase gray matter density in brain regions associated with memory. Spend time in nature. A walk in a park or forest has a powerful restorative effect on the brain, lowering stress and improving focus. Practice gratitude. Simply taking a moment each day to reflect on what you're thankful for can rewire your brain for positivity and resilience. Pillar 5. The power of synergy. Insight from the finger and pointer studies. We've talked about 4 powerful pillars. Each one is effective on its own, but the truly groundbreaking insight from the latest clinical trials is this. When you combine them, their effect isn't just added together, it's multiplied. They create a powerful, holistic shield for your brain. This is the core finding of 2 landmark studies. The finger study from Finland and its American counterpart, the U.S. pointer study. These were the gold standard of medical research, designed to answer one question. Can a multi-part lifestyle program protect cognitive function in older adults? The answer was a resounding yes. The Finnish finger study took over 1,200 at-risk older adults. Half got standard health advice. The other half got a 2-year program that included healthy eating guidance, a customized exercise plan, cognitive training, and active management of heart health risk factors. The results were remarkable. After just 2 years, the intervention group showed an 83% greater improvement in executive function, the ability to plan and organize, and a 150% greater improvement in processing speed compared to the control group. Long-term follow-up data suggests the benefits of that initial 2-year program were sustained for many years. Inspired by this, the Alzheimer's Association launched the U.S. Pointer Study to test the model in the more diverse American population. The results, presented in mid-2025, confirmed the finger findings. The study found that a lifestyle program effectively protected thinking and memory from the decline often seen with aging over a 2-year period. A key takeaway was that these benefits were seen regardless of a person's age, ethnicity, or even their genetic risk for Alzheimer's. This is an incredibly hopeful message. Your lifestyle choices can make a powerful difference, even if dementia runs in your family. The message from finger and pointer is that there is no single magic bullet. The secret is the combination of healthy habits. Exercise improves blood flow, which helps the nutrients from your healthy diet reach the brain. That well-fed brain is then better able to consolidate memories during high-quality sleep. And a rested, nourished, and exercised brain has more energy for the learning and social connection that builds your cognitive reserve. Each pillar enhances the others. Adopt a multi-domain mindset. Stop seeing diet, exercise, and sleep as separate chores. See them as one integrated system for brain wellness. A good night's sleep makes it easier to exercise. Regular exercise can improve sleep. A healthy diet gives you the energy for both. Start small, but start integrated. You don't have to change your whole life at once. Pick one small action from 2 different pillars. For example, commit to a 15-minute walk every day, pillar 1, and turning off screens 30 minutes before bed, pillar 3. Once those feel like a habit, add another. Find a support system. A key finding from the Pointer study was the power of support. Share your goals with a friend. Join a walking group or a healthy cooking class. Doing these things with others makes them more enjoyable and sustainable. Know your numbers. A crucial part of both studies was managing vascular risk factors. Regularly check your blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar, and work with your doctor to keep them healthy. What's good for your heart is fundamentally good for your brain. The science of the aging brain offers a message of profound hope and empowerment. The old story that our minds are destined to decline is being replaced by a new one. The new story, backed by decades of research, is that your brain has a remarkable, lifelong capacity for renewal. We've learned that this is powerfully influenced by our daily choices. We've unpacked the pillars that form the foundation of a long, sharp life. Physical movement, which unlocks the brain's own fertilizer and powers its cleaning crew. Nutrition, which protects the brain with an anti-inflammatory, antioxidant-rich diet. Quality sleep, the non-negotiable time for memory consolidation and toxin removal. Mental stimulation and social connection, the active process of building your brain's resilience through curiosity and engagement. And finally, the power of synergy, proven by the finger and pointer studies, which shows that combining these habits creates a protective effect greater than the sum of their parts. The path to a sharper mind after 60 isn't about one big change. It's about the quiet consistency of small, positive habits. It's choosing a walk over the couch, adding a salad to your meal, prioritizing an extra hour of sleep, calling a friend. Each choice is a deposit into your brain's resilience account. You have the tools. You have the knowledge. The power to write the next chapter of your cognitive health story is, to a remarkable degree, in your hands. Thank you for joining me. If you found this video valuable, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone you care about. Every share helps spread this vital information. And don't forget to subscribe for more science-backed content to help you thrive at every age. What is one takeaway from today that you will put into practice this week? Share it in the comments below. Let's support each other on this journey. Stay curious, stay active, and be well. Thanks for watching. Hit the bell icon for the daily updates. Please do like, subscribe, and share with your friends.